I recently made a video about Earle Road, and I said I would return and film its continuation, Lawrence Road. Now, over the last fortnight or so, it's just been continually raining. We've had a couple of dry spells, but they've not lasted long. So it's taken me a little bit of time to actually return and walk down the road and make this video. Anyway, without further ado, we're going to take a walk down Lawrence Road in Wavertree. This is where we left off last time. The junction with Earle Road and Lawrence Road is marked by this crossroads. And I did ask at the time if anyone knew anything about this building here. So this is the Memorial Church of the Protestant Martyrs, and it was built in 1902, designed by a Thomas H.W. Walker. It's been empty since 2004. It was earmarked for demolition, and someone was going to build some student flats on the site. But SAVE, the Victorian Society, and the Merseyside Civic Society, along with local residents, all objected, and it's now a Grade 2 listed building. In fact, I think it's a Grade 2 with a star listed building, which is a little bit more important. So with the building saved from demolition, there is some work going on here. I'm not sure if it's going to be a community centre and a sports hub, or whether it is actually going to be flats. If you know, then put a comment in the section below. As you can no doubt see, today is a really dull, overcast day. You can see those black clouds in the sky, and I can feel rain in the air. Let's hope we get to the end of the road before it rains. So we're just walking past the Memorial Church here to give it its short name, and just going to turn the corner and have a look at the back of the church here. Of course, there have been a lot of changes along Lawrence Road, but unlike Earle Road, a lot of the shops are still here. In fact, if you look down the side roads, a lot of the old houses are still here as well. Go back a short while, even to the time when I used to visit Earle Road in the 1960s. This road, along with Earle Road, would have been a predominantly white area, but now it's a really diverse, multi-ethnic area. In fact, according to the Echo, which is a mine of information, this is one of the most ethnically diverse roads in Liverpool. And to quote the Echo from one of their articles about Lawrence Road, they say, "From Asian mini markets to African barbershops, the street has been shaped by every new wave of immigration." But everyone here says that everyone gets along with each other, which is a good thing. The Echo article says that when an ethnic minority moves here, everyone is a little bit suspicious, and it takes a little bit of time before they're actually accepted. And then another minority arrives and the same thing happens, and eventually everyone just gets along. Over the last few videos, I've included some photographs which I've stolen from the internet, and this one's going to be no exception. And then of course people compare the photographs to what the street scene looks like now. But what you have to take into consideration is that some of these photographs will have been taken in 1910, and they would have been pretty much brand new, and now we've moved on 120 years or so. My opinion is it's just nice that they're still here and being used, even if the names have changed over the doors. This imposing building on the right hand side is the Church of St. Bridget and St. Thomas. This is an active Anglican parish church and it was consecrated in 1872. Since 1952 it's been designated as a Grade 2 listed building. And just looking back from where we've walked, this is a side view of the building here, and I think we're in Baggot Street. The architect of the church was a E.A. Heffer. I'm just going to walk back up to Baggot Street's junction with Lawrence Road again. We are back on Lawrence Road now, and that's the church, St. Bridget's, on our right hand side. And you'll notice that there's a lack of Victorian shops in this area of the road. They end at the junction where St. Bridget's and St. Thomas's are and give way to a more residential run of the road. Earle Road and Lawrence Road run pretty much parallel with Smithdown Road, which is to our right hand side. Most, if not all, of the side streets on the right hand side of Lawrence Road will take you to Smithdown Road. But unlike Smithdown Road, Lawrence Road comes to not quite a dead end, but it actually ends at the boundary of Wavertree Park, Wavertree Playground if you like, or Wavertree Sports Park, or as I call it, the Mystery. Now I'm not sure if calling it a dead end is the right term, because it does actually carry on and it turns into Avondale Road, which is a residential road, very much like one of the side streets here, and that leads you back onto Smithdown Road. But in this video I'm just going to end at the end of Lawrence Road when we get there. The pub on the left hand side, the Wall Deck, like so many pubs in this area, is now student flats, student accommodation. So this stretch of the road, as I said earlier, is mainly residential housing. So perhaps it's a good time to take a look back at what Lawrence Road used to look like back in the day. I think all the photographs which I stole from the internet all date back to the early 1900s, around about 1910 I think. Anyway, let's have a look at some old pictures. You can tell where this one was taken from in relation to St. Bridget and St. Thomas's Church. I think this one is looking back in the direction of Earle Road. And I think this one is also looking back in the direction of Earle Road, but I can't really tell. Now we're approaching the junction with Wellington Road to our left and Gainsborough Road to our right. And just going to try and cross this road safely. Now on our left hand side we're going to pass a building which was originally a army barracks built in 1914. I think it also became a territorial army barracks, a TA barracks as well. But now it's a church called Frontline Church, and there's also a day nursery in there I believe called Sticky Fingers. Just past the old army barracks you'll see a line of trees and a housing estate. Not so long ago that used to be a very large factory. Just taking a look back at the former army barracks and now the Frontline Church. We're almost coming to the end of Lawrence Road now. The park, Wavertree Sports Park, or the Mystery, is in front of us at the end of this row of houses. And as I said before, on the left hand side is a line of trees and a reasonably new housing estate. So let's have a quick cross of the road here and walk along this wall. Now certainly where this wall is, and I think until the end of the road, used to be a factory called Loon's Laundry. And here's Loon's Laundry back in its heyday. It does what it says on the tin. It was a laundry. I guess they cleaned clothes, but they also cleaned linen, curtains, things that would cover your sofa or chairs, and they would pick up from various shops. So you would drop off your dirty laundry at a chosen shop. Loons would pick it up and deliver it back to you. And they operated all over the city. This is what the horse and carts were for, later replaced, I guess, by vans. And this is what Loon's Laundry looked like just before its demolition, and this is where the houses are now. I think this might have been the 1980s. Just a quick look down one of the side streets. Pretty much all the houses in this area look like this. So we're coming very near to the end of Lawrence Road now. I think these houses on the left were built in the 1980s after Loon's Laundry was demolished. So there have been changes in Lawrence Road over the years, probably not as many as Earle Road, but certainly down this end. So we are now coming up to the end of Lawrence Road. We'll very soon be able to see Avondale Road on our right hand side, and this wall coming up in front of us here, this older wall, is the boundary of Wavertree Sports Park, or the Mystery, Wavertree Playground. And there you can see Avondale Road on the right hand side. That would take us back onto Smithdown Road. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch up soon.